Hey guys, welcome back. So for this video, I'm going to be doing something totally different. I am going to be talking about a murder mystery and also telling you how I'm doing my nails. So let's get right into today's video. So as usual, I am going to prep my nails and I'm going to use my round bit with my MelodySusie nail drill. And then I believe I got this dust collector off of Amazon. And so I'm just going to go around the cuticle and clean up that cuticle area. And then I'm going to take my Erica bit and go around the surface of the nail and lightly buff the surface of my natural nail. So, like I said in the beginning, I am going to be talking about a case. It's probably not like a murder mystery, but it's just a case that's been going around all over social media and that I came across. It's about a young lady named Shanquella Robinson. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her name right, but I'm going to go more into that case and to details about that once I am doing my nail design. I'll have more time to speak about that case and let you know my opinion. And now I'm just going to go in with my cuticle scissors and cut the extra skin off. Now you don't have to do this, and some people don't like doing this, but I've been doing this for a while, so I'm okay with cutting the little extra skin, the cuticle skin. People say that, it opens up for infections, and it can, so just be careful when you are doing this. You do not want to cut your actual skin. Like I said, I'm just cutting off the dead skin. So now I'm going to be using these dual forms that I got from Amazon, and these, I saw these online and I was like, oh, these look pretty cool. So they're supposed to be square shape dual forms, and it's really hard to find flat dual forms, square or tapered square, because they look more tapered square. Dual forms. So I said, okay, let me try these out. So right now I'm just going to size them, make sure they fit sidewall to sidewall, and then let's see how they look. Okay, and for this set, I'm going to be using the Polygel Makartt Siesta. It's my favorite, favorite nude. Goes with everything. And I'm going to be using my MelodySusie UV LED protective gloves. And I do this, like I say, all the time, just to protect my hands from the exposure that I'm always putting it in. So I'm taking my DC or DNDC top gel, and I'm just going to place that on my nails. Because I always do my nails, I like to do the pop-off method all the time. So I place the top gel first and then put on my peel-off base from Born Pretty, excuse me, and cure that for 60 seconds. Now, if you guys follow me and see my videos, I haven't used Polygel in such a long time. I have been just doing my full cover tips just because it's so much easier, and I just like the way it looks. They have such a variety of full cover tips now in all different shapes with apexes, and I just love the way it looks. It's faster and just more convenient. But today, like I said, I wanted to try these dual forms out, so I am using my Polygel. So as you saw, I just placed the Polygel in the well of the form and pulled it down with some alcohol. Make sure that you're using 90% alcohol as your slip solution so that the polygel does not stick to your brush and that you can use it and brush it down. So I basically placed it all the way down closer to the tip, to the length that I wanted. I wanted these pretty long. So that is what I'm going to do for the rest of the nails. Just pull it down, place it. Once it's pulled down to the length, I'm going to make sure that it is straight and then place it in the UV light and cure it for at least 30 seconds, and then continue on to the next hand. And then once I'm fully done placing all the dual forms, I do a full cure for 60 seconds. And now they are done. These look really pretty. Like I said, this is my favorite polygel color. Look how beautiful that color is. Natural nude pink. Definitely my favorite. So usually with nail dual forms, they don't give you a great high apex. So that is why I'm going to go in and just place a small bead at the cuticle area for each finger. And this is going to be my apex. So I'm going to take my brush with some alcohol, push it to the cuticle area, and then just brush it downward to the free edge and make sure that it's nice and smooth before I start to file. All right, and this is how they look. Nice little C curve you got going on there. Well, it's actually high C curve, these dual forms. So now I'm just going to use my 100 grit nail file and file around the surface, the sides. And to me, this shape is like more of a tapered square, and I like it a lot. Like I said, it does have a high C curve. So that is why you see like they're like more pinched. And some people like that look. You know, it's not bad. To me, I actually like it. I don't do that often, you know, because I give, you know, my look is more of the high apex, not just like the pinch look. So this is more of the pinch C curve look. And like I said, I do like it. It looks pretty nice. So after I'm done with that, I'm just going to seal the cuticles now. And I'm going to take my Erica bit and go around that cuticle area, and also file the entire nail. Just gently file and buff the entire nail with this Erica bit. And now I'm just going to use my Nail Addict base coat before I place the design. And this is just to ensure that the nails are nice and smooth. Now for this fall design, I'm going to be using my Madam Glam Gold Gel Paint, my Nail Reserve White Addict, then my Rosalind 2406, which is like a burnt orange or like a pumpkin orange. I would say pumpkin orange. And then Nail Reserve in Sunfall. That is more like a burnt orange. Dark and Classy Nail Reserve, which is a brown, as you can see. My gel bottle ink in chocolate. And then another gel bottle ink in Mocha. And these are going to give me my dark browns. And then my Rosalind 03, which is black. So to start off the design, I am going to take my gold gel paint. I'm sorry I'm out the camera right now. But what I'm doing is I'm making a French with the gold paint. And just, so I'm outlining the French, how deep I want it. And then I'm going to make a line across right underneath it. And you see right here, going to connect the line and just fill that in with the French line. And then basically this is a really simple, easy fall design. It's just using so many different colors to get that fall look, or, you know, using these fall colors. So what I'm doing is just basically making this French, and then I'm going to take each color and just make a line across the nail. So I'm making horizontal lines with each color, basically. And that is going to, you know, be my fall design. And it comes out really cute, guys. So wait till the end and you're going to see how beautiful these come out. All right, guys. So now let's talk about Shanquella Robinson and that case. So it's a very sad case, guys. And like I said, I've been seeing it all over social media. And some of my friends have reposted it about, you know, let's get to the bottom of this. What really happened? How did she die? So let's go from the beginning and let's talk about how she was positioned in, you know, in Mexico, and or how did she end up in that position. So apparently from the news and her mom, Shanquella Robinson went on a trip to Mexico, Cabo, with her friends, and I believe there were 7 of her friends, according to the news. So they rented out a villa in Cabo, and apparently her mom had spoken to her that day that she arrived, saying that they had rented, or they, paid for a chef to come and cook for them that night. and that she was eating some tacos or a salad. That is what her mom said to the news. And that after that day, she told her to have a good night. And after she spoke to her, she didn't speak to her again. And now the next thing she knows, she's getting a phone call from one of her friends, Shanquella's friends, saying that she wasn't feeling good and she's not getting any pulse. She doesn't have a pulse, and she died from alcohol poisoning. So, now that was the next day that she arrived in Mexico. So she only been in Mexico for one day, and then she died. Now her mom and her father were skeptical about that. And, when the autopsy came, it concluded something totally different. Now, all her friends said that they let the concierge know that they needed help, and they sent in a doctor. Apparently a doctor came in and said that I'm not sure what the doctor said, but it just stated that they got help. That, they got help. They saw that she needed help, and they got help for her. So, when the autopsy comes back now, the autopsy says that she had a broken neck, and her spine was I guess broken also. So, well, let me actually get the actual medical terminology. So the terminology is on the death certificate. It says severe spinal cord injury and atlas laceration. So that means that her spinal cord was damaged, and that her neck that attaches her spine was damaged. So, according to her friends, they stated she had alcohol poisoning. Now, on the death certificate, it doesn't say anything about alcohol. And this is coming from the news. The news was able to obtain the death certificate from Mexico. So, if that was true, I'm pretty sure the autopsy would have showed that there was, an extreme amount of alcohol in her bloodstream, where that would cause alcohol poisoning. So I don't know what happened. This is just I just looked into the case, and I looked at what was going on, and right now on Twitter, there's a video of Shanquella Robinson getting beat up by another girl. Now, do we know if this is in Mexico? I don't know. It doesn't say it. It doesn't show that, oh, this is Mexico. It could be, but people are saying that this video of her having, being beat up in a room. It just shows a room with double beds, and a girl. Shanquella is basically naked, and there's a girl that's fighting her, and the person that's recording it is a male, and that male is saying, "So you're not gonna fight back?" And Shanquella says no, and there's a girl in the background that says, "Why she's not fighting back?" And the girl that's fighting her is like, after she done like tossed her around a bit, kicked her in the face, punched her so many times, and now Shanquella's on the floor, sitting up on the floor, and the other girl moves away and says, get up, I'm tired of your shit," and then the video ends. This video is maybe 60 seconds long, maybe a minute or two long. So you don't really get to see much detail, but you do see that Shanquella is literally saying that she does not want to fight. And the guy in the video saying, "Why are you not fighting? At least fight back." Instead of breaking up the fight. So nobody breaks up this fight. They let it continue until the girl moves away, and we don't even know if she continued to go back and attack her again. And Shanquella is naked. Like, if these are your friends, first of all, why are you videotaping her getting into a fight while she is naked and no one jumping in? That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. There is no way that my friends would allow this. Even if I got into a confrontation with one of my friends, your friend, like, no matter what is going on, your friend, say that you did get into a fight with your friend, right? My other friends is going to break that up. They are not going to sit there, allow me, that fight to continue, like, and especially, like I said, the what makes it worse is, like, okay, if you're gonna fight and you have a fair one, I grew up in the 90s, so I know fighting happens, whatever, you fight in high school, whatever, this and that, whatever the case may be, you fight, people fight, and sometimes there's just situations that needs to be fought out, right? Okay, so if she says she doesn't want to fight, then that means then you're just basically winning. You're winning a fight to a person that said she doesn't want to fight and she's not going to fight you back. So that's not fair at all. That's not a fair one. I come from, a generation where it was fair. Like, if we're both fighting, we both want to fight it out, and that's it. But if that person doesn't want to fight and you're literally beating them up, kicking them in the face, and this person is doing nothing but sitting on the floor, not doing anything, and she's being tossed around like a dummy, you're not winning that fight. You're basically just hitting someone that does not want to fight, and that makes you look bad. Like, she doesn't want to fight. So whatever the confrontation is, now she doesn't want to fight, and move on. Don't talk to her no more. Get separate rooms, whatever the case may be. I understand you guys spent money on this trip, so you don't want to talk, fine. You go in one room, I go in one, or we stay separate, and we made sure, our friends should make sure that we don't speak to each other, and that we leave it at that. You're 25 years old, you're young, but you're still an adult. You're not 17, 18, 16, 15, like, you're 25 years old. So I'm not sure what the other the other friends' age were, but I'm assuming they were in their 20s, older than 21, because if they are drinking alcohol or whatever the case may be, whatever they were doing, claiming that she had alcohol poisoning, I'm assuming, that they are of the age of 21. We know that Shanquella was 25, so I'm just assuming that her friends were around the same age, maybe younger, maybe older, but over the, drinking age of 21. So, that is just ridiculous. Like I said, the autopsy comes out showing that she had injury to her spine and her back. Nothing about alcohol that they claim that she died from. And it's just ironic that a video comes out showing her getting beaten up. And she's stating that she does not want to fight, and no one jumps in. You have your friend saying, "Why don't you fight back?" instead of saying, no, especially a man. instead of that man intervening and saying, no, 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 she says she don't want to fight, I'm not going to let her, get beat up like this, when she doesn't want to fight and she's naked. Like, even her friend, even the female should have said, like, no, she's naked, like, let's put some clothes on, instead of recording her naked getting beaten up and her saying she doesn't want to fight. That is just absurd to me, guys. Like, absurd. And all I have to say from that is, like, I just hope that her family seeks justice. I hope the truth comes out, whatever it may be. Her friends, those were never her friends, obviously. And just for all you young people out there that's in their 20s, early 20s, and going on trips, make sure that you are going on trips with the right people, especially out of the country. In the news, it did say that they left her body there. Like, all her friends left, and while her body was still in Mexico, I can't see any of my friends, not, like, your friend just passed away and you just came back to America, leaving her body there. Like, no one of her friends said, no, I'm going to extend my trip and I'm going to make sure that her body comes back with me, or I'm going to make sure that her body is sent back properly. And, her, like, I don't know. I don't know, guys. This right here is just like a crazy case that has been going on social media. And I just feel like it is so sad that, you're 25 years old, you're living your life, you go on a trip to Mexico, you rent out a villa, you got a chef cooking for you, and you're just assuming that everything is good. You're living your best life, you're 25 years old. She was a hair braider. She had a company. She was, doing braids. Or I'm not sure if she had a company, but she was a hairstylist. And it's just sad that you go on a trip with your friends, or you assume that are your friends. You go there. I don't know how long she was there, how long her trip was supposed to be, but the next day you get to Mexico and you're dead, or she's dead. And that is just so sad. Like, all I have to say, like I was saying, is pick your friends, choose your friends wisely, guys. If you're going on a trip and one of your friends, like, oh, I'm gonna bring one of my friends, and you don't know them, be careful. Be careful of what's going on. Always call your family, make sure that they know what's going on. Like, if there's a situation and you see, like, you're about to get into a fight and there's an altercation and no one has your back, you go for help right away. Don't ever think that you're a punk for leaving the villa, or for going to the police or the concierge, whoever, because your life may be in danger. I'm pretty sure that if she got into that altercation and she would have just ran out the room, instead of, seeing that they weren't going to help, I would have tried to run out that room and butt naked like she was. I would have tried to run out that room and gone for help wherever I was, or tried to grab some clothes of mine, whatever it is, tried to grab a sheet, go downstairs, go to whoever there was help, and get some help, because I'm feeling endangered. Those were not her friends. Those were not her friends. That is not a friend. Those are not friends that would sit there and let her get beat up, videotape her while she's naked, and, not breaking up the fight while she's saying that she doesn't want to fight. I feel bad for her mom and her father that is enduring this pain. They do not know what happened. All of them have told the parents a different story. All of her 7 friends, or the 7 people that were there, have told her a different story, she said. And this is just very sad. And I hope her family, you know, finds justice and finds some peace. Let me know what you guys think about this case. These are only my opinions about the situation. I'm just showing you I'm just telling you what I've heard on the news and I've heard on social media. These are not facts. You know, I'm not stating facts. I'm only stating the evidence that was presented to the news about her death certificate, about the autopsy, and about what the mom has said about the friends. Like I said, we are looking at the video. We do not know if this happened in Mexico, but this is what has been presented. So, like I said, I hope her family gets justice. And on that note, I am finally done with the design of my nails. And this is how they have turned out. Let me know what you guys think about this design. I know this video is a little bit longer than my usual videos, but like I said, I just wanted to talk about this case that's going on all over social media. Let me know what your opinions are, and my heart mourns for her family and this situation. Thank you guys for watching and listening, and let me know if you guys want me to do some more mystery murders. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.